It seems like only yesterday we were here for Super Bowl 52 and now back for the road to the Super Bowl here in the Twin Cities at US Bank Stadium. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store.
As it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Minnesota Vikings.
It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports.
And it takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Wright.
And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
Good running right there, and this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
A good position to be in here, second and inches.
19, 18.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Facing second and short, that gives you a chance to go for a bigger play through the air. But I think he said to himself, why not I just handle this one? Got all the yards he needed and then some, and made that snap a huge success.
They'll run on first down with Wright. He finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Ball at the 40 here for second and 5.
Here we go, set. Half the 60, half the 60.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
Third down and 13.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Back to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defender's minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
On fourth down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. This is taken at the 18.
And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there.
At their own 22-yard line.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here first and 10
at their own 22.
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley.
And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
So a nice run there, and I have to think a strong running game in the playoffs, maybe even more critical than the regular season. And if you go by the numbers, the man they have running it here, he was the best in the NFL.
And since he led the league in rushing yards, I think it means he's going to see the ball a lot in this game, too, because that's what they're built like. That's what they're built around. So I think the offensive line, the tight end, the wide receivers, everyone is coming together, wanting him to get the ball and get it often, and they want to carve some holes out there for him.
Airing it out deep for Smith. And got his man complete. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. So first and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game.
First and goal, Philadelphia.
Barkley is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. So both sides of the football contributing here early. Their defense forces the punt, and then the offense takes it down the field and punches it in on the short touchdown run.
And, Brandon, that's good complementary football, and that's what they're going to need if they want to get out of here victorious.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip.
Next to score, Eagles 7, Vikings nothing. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. First and 10.
It's caught inside the 25. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. A big play there for Minnesota. 57 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. He'll look to throw. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. From 19 yards away. And the Vikings are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point splits the uprights. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out looking to repeat that as well as his defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They lost 2 there, and it's third down.
think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have 3rd and long coming up.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff to Bigsby. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Now an option play on 2nd down.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 14 yards that time, and a first down on the keeper.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 47.
Here's a give to Bigsby.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. These two teams all tied after 1.
A first down carry for Barkley. Powering his way forward.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Eagles.
Now Hurts going to keep it running left. On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Makes it 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. They go play action with Hurts. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they pick that one off. That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because, remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a first down right out of the gate.
They'll rifle this one deep right side. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Vikings have taken the lead.
14, Eagles 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Well, when you're a road team in the playoffs, when you're a wild card, what's the one thing you need to be able to do to stay in football games? Run the football. And that's an excellent job right there of identifying where to go and picking up good yardage.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I believe it was covered by an Eagle. It was. And Philadelphia is going to hold on to the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage. But I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Now here's a throw out wide. Oh, this might be a double pass. And this one nearly intercepted. That one might need to go back to the drawing board. Almost a disaster. And it winds up just an incomplete pass, though.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Throwing is Hurts.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Devontae Smith.
61 yards.
And the Eagles are an extra point away from evening this one up.
The kick is good.
Elliott good with a PAT. And we are tied at 14.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And able to get this out to the 25.
Down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown. He's got a man, complete.
There he goes again.
Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the Vikings are able to strike quickly here as they are in. For 6.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point.
Now before they can try the extra point, a flag comes out, and they're going to get tagged for a delay of game. So that flag will set them back 5 yards.
And they're not going to get the kick off in time.
Of course, that flag accepted, and it backs the ball up 5 yards.
Point after here coming up. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Makes the score Vikings 21, Eagles 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
Their own 24-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Up the middle with Barkley. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Hurts. And he is caught. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down, and he was able to get it by play. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. Here's Hurts to throw.
They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down in a nice little gain. A good 1st down call as the screen play gets him 9. 2 minutes to play here in this 1st half of the NFL playoffs.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard.
Barkley, inside handoff. And he stopped immediately there.
A yard, all they need, but it's 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
Well, partner, that was a heck of a play right there because there is no chance that he was the primary receiver on that play. Definitely checked it down to him and just said, please, help us out, make a play. And he does and delivers a 1st down.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. On the option left, it's Hurts. Here's Bigsby. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. Looking to throw. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They'll empty out the backfield and ready for a 3rd and long.
63, easy, 63, back.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
Taking it about the 16. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked up by Andrew Bakuba.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
With all the specialization we have in this great game, at some point the head coach is going to take charge of every group. And I think at halftime, he spent a little time with the special teams coach and said, look, you've got to find a way to get us a big play to help us get back into this.
He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
From the 45 on second down, Hurts. This one goes out wide for Barkley. They'll give him 4 yards there, and nearly
defensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Out of the shotgun and run with Barkley. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
That's good for Eagles first down.
They'll set up a throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Pushes past him. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
It's a gain of
23 yards on the play.
Well, they certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
They'll run wide side here with Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
On running plays, linemen, of course, have their assignments. That's expected. But it's not often you're expecting to see a cornerback blitzing in run support and tackling the runner for a loss.
Throwing on 2nd down. Hurts. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. They're going to get this outside. Oh, this could be a double pass. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He will score. Touchdown, Minnesota. Now the try here for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
Makes the score Vikings 28, Eagles 17.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. A give to Barkley out of the gun. Oh, a solid stiff arm and some open field. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2.
63, 63, 63. Hey! Go Silver, ready?
They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. And we'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
Now 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's right. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. 51 yards. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Eagles 25.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is. And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple.
A run here with Bigsby.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Saquon Barkley. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. 1 quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Eagles first down. It's a gain of 35. First down, Philadelphia.
Now a shotgun snap as they look to throw. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley taking it in from 24 yards out. And the Eagles have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Elliott good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this a very important drive leading in the fourth quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here first down. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
But this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. They'll find him. Find him.
Now a 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
He completes it to Evans. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first.
It's 4th down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now look at this. They get the the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Jihad Campbell.
And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
Partner, I think this will want to ride very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. On the carry, Bigsby.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Here's a give to Barkley. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line.
117 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Go Silver, ready?
Out of the gun now on third down. And it's caught on the right side. It's Smith.
And he's going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
A handoff to Barkley. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Second down, here's Barkley again. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line.
It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Barkley, toss play left. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is third down.
Silver. Crown up, Yanni.
He's back to throw.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Jack Campbell with a pick. And the Vikings have just about sewn up this football game. Just when you thought this game might be turned on its ear, a late interception pretty much going to seal the deal.
Yeah, boy, talk about having your backs to the wall. This defense, they look like they were in danger of surrendering this lead, but they knew they needed that one play, and they got it right there, partner.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. They've kept him in check until that run. That's the first time he's really gotten loose in this game.
And they have to keep that in mind. Don't dwell on the fact that he finally had a big run. You kind of are counting on that as the game went on. Get back to what you were doing before. Start limiting him again.
Here we go, set.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
And that will get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
And the Vikings will continue on in these playoffs as we say so long, everybody.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Vikings as we say so long from Minneapolis.